guys, it's me, Danielle Danny Buttons, and I'm back with part 2 in my Romantic Country book for my random number generator challenge. If you missed the last video, I went into my little challenge cup, pulled out random number generator, and used a number generator to pick what book I was going to do and what page I was going to do in that book. This is about an hour's work last time, but I'm hoping we will finish the rest of the page up in today's video. So, it is a new day. It is 10:19 the next morning. The sun is shining, and my dog is now awake. So she's gonna tell us when the mail gets here, if that happens while we're filming. I had many dreams last night about what I was gonna talk about today, but I don't know if I remember any of it right now. So that's fun. We'll see what we end up talking about. I had weird dreams. I do that sometimes. Have some weird ones. But yeah. Oh, I'm still so sleepy. Our schedule has not been the greatest for sleeping. Obviously went to bed after 1. I think I didn't end up falling asleep until around 3. Have you ever been tired, but then you miss falling asleep and then you're awake again and it's miserable? Because that happens to me a lot. So I was tired, ready to go, missed it, and then had to stay awake for 3 hours. Not had to, but ended up awake for 3 hours. So that was unfortunate. My pencil feels like it's dull, but obviously we can see that it is not. The color is not coming off very well right now, which is pretty strange. Ugh. I really did plan what I wanted to say, and now I can't remember. I should have written it down. That seems like something I would do anyway. So, the color is just not coming off right now of this pencil, and that's pretty strange. Koh-i-Noor is very hard-leaded, especially compared to Prismacolors. I mean, Prismacolors are definitely the softest pencil I've ever tried, but I think overall they do have a reputation for being pretty soft. So it is just a different experience coloring with this guy. I don't know what I like better. Ooh, we can talk about supplies for a little bit. Right now, I'm not necessarily the type of person that wants all the pencils, but I think that's changing and I don't know how to feel about it. So for color pencils, I have these Prismacolors and, well, these and my big Prismacolors, and I have Crayola color pencils. The Crayola are overall harder leaded also, but they're very budget friendly, and I feel like you can tell. So I tend to use those in my color by number books, where I am coloring the whole page every single time with hard pressure, because if I didn't, I would just, I used to use my Prismas and I was eating through them. In one picture, I might sharpen 7 times, and that's nice if you're shading and you need to, but it's hard when you're just color by numbering. And especially all the skin tones, they were just going. And yeah, in Disney there's a lot of colors that aren't skin tones for skin tones. There's the Monsters Inc. There's just a whole bunch of different animals, but even Mickey and Minnie have the same tone on their face a lot. So I was eating up my pencils. So I'm debating looking into a harder leaded pencil. Then I really enjoy watercolor. Before I was really adult coloring again, I got the Kuretake watercolors as a birthday gift from my friend Lydia. And I really enjoy those, and I actually use those almost exclusively in the Mythomorphia book, and I did most of the book with those, so those are a lot of fun. But then I got a cheap watercolor pencil pack from Michaels. I think it was $5 for like 20 pencils or something. And I had a good time using them. I never knew how to use them. And then I think I saw somebody else's video and I was like, oh, I have those. I can do that. So I started to use those, and those were a lot of fun. So I asked Sam for more watercolors for Christmas one year. But then we ended up going with Inktense instead, because I think the Inktense compared to the watercolor pencils were a lot cheaper because there's fewer of them. And also, I knew I liked bold colors. But sometimes I don't want bold colors. I also like pastel looks. So now I also kind of want regular watercolors that are much more pastel. So I don't know what I want to do about that, because overall, watercolors that I'm interested in are like 150-ish at least. So that's a lot of an investment. That's the last problem I have. I have a hard time buying more supplies that are that expensive, when instead I could buy a whole bunch of books, because that's obviously what I need. No. So I just like battle with that in my head. Then markers. I am terrible at markers. I'm really bad. I don't know why. I always get bleed lines, and it's just a mess. So I actually, for a gift, got markers. And I want to say they're Ohuhu, but now that I've said it, I'm not positive. But I think it's the 80 set. It's a bunch. And I am not good at them. And I'm sad. Like, I watch other people's videos, and it just looks like so effortless. But for mine, it's not, they don't come out streaky, so they seem to be that level juicy. But for instance, if I was doing the sky and I was going and going and going, and I did around this cloud, and then I came back and I did around this cloud, where it overlapped, where I like went twice, will be a huge line. And I don't understand, because why? Why did that happen? There has to be a reason. Are they too juicy? That doesn't really make sense. I think I just don't have the method of doing it right, because with pencils, I tend to go around the outlines first and then go back in the middle. But then with markers, that makes me double up on lines and make those marks everywhere. So who knows? So I have those. I have the 50 set of Crayola Super Tips, which those are enough for me a lot of the times. But those guys, a bunch of them dried out already. And they like dried out weird and gross. Like there's things, like little spots coming out of them. I don't even understand. They're almost leaking material. So that was strange. And the problem with me with those is that they don't have colors on them or numbers. And there's so many that look the exact same. And that's only the 50 pack. So I don't understand what the 100 pack is. Because there's maybe 10 greens in that pack that are all visibly the same. So, womp womp with that one. Ooh, one of my favorite supplies that I highly, highly recommend are the Color It glitter gel pens. These guys are great. It is, I want to say 24, but it might even be 48. How many? I'm going to reach behind me and get that one, because those are great. They're great. It comes in this beautiful case. And there are this many. So there's tons of colors, and they each came with refills. So you got however many this is, 24, 48, whatever, plus this many backups. So, and I think I got this on sale for $20. So what? That's such a good deal. And they're so pretty. And I just like to add them into every page. A little sparkle. So, whew, let's think about our next color before we keep yapping. I guess I'll start with some more leaves. Sure. See, I'm so boring. I wish I wasn't so boring. But I am. I am what I am. Do people not like when you turn your book when you're coloring? I feel like it's either get my whole arm in it or me turn the book. So, it's up to you. Ooh, this is a bright green. Is it called, no, it's called True Green. I was going to say this is named Bright Green, isn't it? Yeah. So those gel pens are probably one of my favorite supplies, and they were just so cost effective and they're so pretty. So I recommend those guys. I think that's mostly it. I'm planning on doing a video of my carts. I have 2 Raskog IKEA carts that I keep arts and crafty things on. And I had one, I just got the second one for Christmas. But now one of them is completely coloring and the other one is more like everything else. So it actually has books I want to read soon, scrapbooking stuff, my planner stuff, and just like odds and ends. So it's my everything else cart, and I found that that's been really helpful to keep me organized, both just to keep my desk clear. I was having a lot of trouble keeping my desk clear, and right now it's not the best. If I panned out, you'd see some mess around, but it was to the point that I was so overwhelmed and couldn't use my desk because I just didn't have anywhere to put the stuff on it. So it's really nice. So I plan on doing a video of my coloring cart. And I also might do a new video of my room in general and show you all my crafty stuff, because those are one of my favorite types of videos to watch, both to get ideas from other people on how they organize things. And I just like looking at craft supplies. Like, that's why I do the crafting. It's fun to get ideas for new things to purchase. I always get my list, Amazon list ready, wish list. So I'm hoping to do both of those things soon. I think the hardest part for me to film the cart is I'm not sure how I'm going to film it without being in it, and I don't really want to be in it. It is a goal to eventually make face-to-face videos this year, but I don't know if I'm there yet, so we'll see. Are there any more near the crease? Ooh, another thing. I was talking in the last video about how I want to get better with color choice, both picking things that make sense and being more bold. And one thing I want to learn how to do somehow is mix different colors that are not just different shades of the same color. Instead of making this leaf, if I wanted to do anything else to this leaf, I would just take a second green and add shading in. But I want to learn how to like add yellow or add orange or do something else to make this pop, because I've seen a lot of people, that's how they get their pictures to the next level, is they just know how to do different colors. So yeah. But again, for this picture right now, I'm probably just going to continue to straight color. It's been a while since I've done a color and chat like this, besides yesterday, obviously. But I just gotta remember how to talk and color at the same time. So I don't know if I got time to shade. Yeah, this is so boring right now. What colors can we do the houses? I think I'm going to make one of them blue. That's something. We seem to have 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. I always, again, part of the reason I have trouble with color is I can't suspend my thoughts on real life. What? So I can't make this flame green because flames are yellow or orange. So I wish that I could. And that's another reason, though, I love doing mermaid books or fairy books or dragons, because those guys can be any color you want. So that's where I experiment. But if I'm doing scenery like this, I have a hard time. So yeah, but I'm thinking light blue. But I was going to do light blue sky. I could whip out the 150 pack, but I probably will not. I don't know. I like to save it. I definitely save it for, I use those in my Sagor Ox Sagner. That is my favorite book, and that's where I whip those out. I use them in Fairy Miracles from Clara Markova. I think I just save them for the fancier books. So for Forest Girl, for the Thomas Kincaid Disney book. These are examples of books I deem worthy of my 150 pack. But that's probably ridiculous. I know, but I can't help it. Yeah, but I feel like if I do this blue, I don't know what to do the other ones. Oh, I'm sorry, I yawned. I don't know what to do the other ones because I don't know how to coordinate them. That's the last part, is I don't know how to just say, oh, well, and match things to the picture. So in my head, I have to do this blue and the roof brown or black, whatever. And then this house would be another house. So this house might be yellow. But in picture world and coloring book world, these could all be the same colors because they just coordinate with each other. So I might have already messed up by doing all these greens because now they're not going to coordinate. I don't know. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm making sense. And all of this is part of the reason that I couldn't jump on the adult coloring train as quickly, because it was just too overwhelming. I already have all these troubles making decisions, and when all the details are teeny tiny, that did not help me. Getting bored of this. Let's pick a different color for now. I think I'll start, or should I just keep doing leaves? I'm gonna keep avoiding my problems and doing more leaves. So this is the content you wanted to see. Leaf coloring. This is my third green. We're going for lime peel. Lime peel is another one of my favorite colors. I've heard that a lot. I think a lot of people like ginger root and lime peel. That's so strange. Why do we all love that? Because I definitely do. But oh, my last thing with my 150 pack. A lot of times, even when I use my 150, I'll keep my 48 pack out also, and I'll try to pick from here first. So if I want to do a green, I won't use that lime peel, even though there is one. I'll use this one first. Or if I'm between two, I'll pick lime peel and pick this one instead of using one from in there. It's pretty ridiculous. I just gotta use what I got. But I think part of it is that I've never come close to finishing supplies ever because I get scared to use it. So the fact that like I have a teeny tiny ginger root, or the fact that I'm on like my 4th blender, I'm so happy and excited for that I just keep wanting to finish things off. So I don't know. Also, it's so strange that comparatively Prismacolors are sometimes budget friendly because they'll go down pretty good sometimes of the year. That's another thing. If you have never used Camel, you should. Camel 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 is a website that tracks Amazon prices. So whatever item you are wanting to buy, you put the website or the URL into Camel Camel Camel, and it will tell you the trends of that item on Amazon. So it will tell you the highest it's ever been, the lowest it's ever been. You can see if it's at a good price at the moment you're buying it, and it just is really helpful. So for instance, you might go in and see that Prismacolors are half price every November, and then you'll know to make your decision if you want to wait until November to buy them. But sometimes with Amazon, if you add something to your wish list and the price goes down, it'll be like, oh, this went down 15%. But if the price goes up, it doesn't tell you it went up, obviously. So you might think that you're getting a good deal, and you might not be. So we use Camel 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 a lot. And also you can like make an account and set it to just track your wish list. And anytime an item on your wish list changes price, well, anytime it goes down, it can email you. So I've had times where I've just checked my email and saw something from my wish list bottom out and be super, super cheap, and then I'll know to go buy it then. So that's my little tip. I'll try to link Camel 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 below. That's something I also need to get better at, is linking things when I say I'm going to, and just making descriptions in general. I've been having the same problem with YouTubing that I have with coloring and art, which is I'm lazy and I just gotta get better at it because I want to be better, and that's how you make more friends and get out there to more people, is to do higher quality stuff. But I just film and upload. So another yawn. I was going to do it discreetly, but I have my tiny microphone right on my neck, essentially, so I don't know if you could hear it anyway. So I figured I'd just admit to it. See, that's the other thing. So like right now, it's all greens and browns. So should I do the houses greens and browns still and keep it going? I don't know. I might do the sky next to add in my blue and then see how everything's balancing out. When I do fairy shampoo, especially, that book, I wonder if everyone knows what that book is. It's in the closet, so I'm not going to show you right now, but you should look that one up if you are newer. I love that book so much, and basically I think it's like 80 pages of different fairy heads, and they all have really cool hair. So it's called Fairy Shampoo. They all have flowery hair, and they all have fish in their hair and dragon hair and a bunch of fun, crazy stuff. But that book I enjoy because, again, fairies can be whatever color you want. So I tend to go to Pinterest, or just I Google different color palettes, and I'll use the same 5 colors from a color palette to do the whole page. And I love how that ends up coming out. But I don't know how to do that with like a scenery page. So we'll see. Every time I hear the dog move, I'm like, she's gonna start screaming. And I get worried. I don't know if she went in the yard yet today, because, oh, I felt so bad. Last night, I was just like, I couldn't sleep. It was like 3 a.m. I'm watching clips on Facebook, and I just like click one video and then keep scrolling through similar videos. And at one point, it scrolled to a video of apparently this little girl was blind since birth, and she was about to see for the first time. So I scrolled, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be nice. But then she screamed because she was 3 years old. So she was just nervous, and she screamed at the doctor's office. And my dog heard that and freaked out. And she thought an actual human child was in our house screaming. And I felt really bad because she woke up and started screaming and woke Sam up. And whoops, didn't calm down for a little bit. Because we keep her in our bedroom with us with the door closed. And so she was screaming to try to get out and investigate. So that was my bad. So she's very good as, like, I guess, I don't know if it's a guard dog because she's pretty scared too. So if someone came into the house, she would go near them and bark, but she wouldn't actually, like, go to them. I don't think. She hasn't yet. Sometimes my dad will have people over for work downstairs, and she'll go and scream at them and then run away. So she's definitely a good deterrent, but I don't know if she would actually be any protection if it came to it. But she is just a tiny little 30-pounder. She's really cute. Do I have, let me, here's a picture of her. I'm gonna scrapbook this later. So there she is. That's in portrait mode. My cousin, when she got her new iPhone, was like, let me take a portrait. And I was like, okie dokie. So that's her being cute. But she's like 30 pounds, teeny tiny. And my favorite thing, I'm happy she's not any bigger because she, every once in a while, if she's sassing, we need to, like, scoop her up. If she was any bigger, there would be no scooping around. And I feel like she would just drag us all over. So she's pretty perfect. We're debating looking into getting a second dog so she has someone to play with, because sometimes she seems bored. But obviously, second dog is more responsibility. So that's Miss Noodles. Back to the screen. Oh no, I said I was going to do the sky. Let's do the sky. I'm just going to do it in a solid blue. And we'll see what happens. That's the 48 pack also doesn't really have a good light blue. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna like the blue with it, but I just think I'm gonna be even more confused about my houses and my flowers everywhere. I also don't really know how to color big spaces like this. I guess you gotta do the, like, circles method, but whenever I do it, it comes out too bold and it looks not great. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna try our hardest. That's all you can really do. In this book is where I started to do, where did they go? The acrylic paint background, and I really enjoyed that. I really want to do that more. So both of these I did the acrylic background. The black is much easier to get solid. I think you can see on camera it's like patchy, and I think I did 2 coats on most of this, but I really like the effect of the black. This page is one of the most shading I did in a page, so there's that information. But yeah, I really love these books so much. I think she's coming out with a new one. I follow Erie on Instagram, and well, I know she's coming out with a new one. I just don't know when it's gonna get to the United States. I have not bought too many books from overseas directly. I bought Saga Rocks Agner, and that might be it. I keep wanting to buy books off. Well, I bought, actually, I'm completely lying. All my Disney books came from Amazon UK. That counts as overseas. I was just talking about Japanese books, though, or Asian books. I want to, and I have a whole bunch, like, in my cart from 70 East Books, but I hate paying for shipping. Amazon has ruined me for shipping. Now that I get that for Prime, I just don't want to, or anything else anymore. I'm one of those people that will, like, put more in my cart to get that free shipping, which is nuts, but oh no. See, I don't know. This is gonna be streaky as heck. That's okay. I think just especially over here I'm having trouble. It's too near the crease. That could be fun. Leave a comment down below your #1 wish list item right now. If it's too hard, you can do your #1 book you want and your #1 supply you want. And we'll just talk about it and maybe get ideas from each other to put on our own wish list. I have a wish list running all year round. I have a book wish list, which has coloring books and reading books. And then I have a regular not book wish list, but I keep it all year round and everyone thinks it's crazy. But then when holiday time comes, they always appreciate it. So, and then again, I watch it on Camel and buy things when they go on sale. So for supply, I think I would like, oh, I know, I really want the Neocolor 2s, the big set. I probably should just buy the small set and see if I actually like them, but every picture I've seen with people using them, it's always gorgeous. It's like perfect. So I really, really want those. And then for coloring book, this is harder. Now that I have Sagarak Sagner, nothing is as dire. Oh, I know. Sorry. I keep forgetting about the French ones. There's a book. I don't know how it's going to be pronounced. It's like Vitro, V-I-T-R. I don't know. I can't even. But it is a Disney coloring book that each page looks like stained glass, and it's gorgeous. And I want it real bad. I told Sam to get it for me for Valentine's Day, but I don't know if he bought it yet, and now it's soon, and obviously it's got to ship from the UK, so he has to get on that if he's gonna. But I really want that one. And then other than that, I want Forest Girl 2, I'm really looking into, because it has watercolor paper, and I think that would just make it so much easier for me to do those, because those are also super detailed but gorgeous. What else am I on the lookout for? I can open my wish list on my computer right in front of me. There's actually not that much on there right now, coloring wise, because I bought it all for myself. So Mouse Guard, I see so many people do cool things in Mouse Guard. Oh, I still need Steampunk Darlings. There's my popper. Let's see how long this lasts. I still need Steampunk Darlings by Hannah Lynn. Now I have every Hannah Lynn book except that one. So I'll have to get that one soon. But since I have them all, I'm not really in a rush because I got the rest of my collection for Christmas. I always get confused between Christmas and my birthday. I think I got it for my birthday. My one friend got me the remaining 4 that I needed. So I was like, yeah. But now some of them I haven't even done a page in yet because they're so new, because we're pretending December didn't even happen for Coloring World. But I don't know if I'm gonna get this done in half an hour, so that's annoying. I'm gonna have to see how far I am, if I want to do a part 3 or if I want to just make a really long video. So I'm filming this before you guys had the chance to see part 1 and answer me if you like long videos or not. So maybe you do not. After this too, I'm going to film my wrap up for January, which I'm really excited because when this is done, I'll have finished 10 pictures this month, which is more than November and December combined, possibly even more than October combined. I'm not sure what I did in October. Can't remember right this second, but I'm really liking how this is looking, even though it's boring. It's a pretty boring. Let's go back to our leaves. But yeah, I'm really excited to have finished 10. My goal is usually to finish 5 Disney ones from my color by numbers and 5 non-Disney ones from everything else. And this is number 5 from everything else. So it will be a mission success if I finish this. And then I have 2 works in progress that I started this month that I showed you in my works in progress video. But I do not think I will get to them in time. Maybe. It's only the 28th. I really have 3 more days. But I've also, I think I talked about this somewhere, been doing a much better job balancing my time and my hobbies, because again, I keep referencing it, but it was a pretty big deal back in November and December, and really the end of last year, even further than that. I was very overwhelmed. I was just not in a great place with all I had to do, and I would just have so much to do that I would sit and do nothing because I couldn't decide. So I just wasn't getting anything done anywhere. My desk was my desk was completely covered with wedding stuff all the time. I really couldn't use it for anything else because it was before I had that other cart, and I just was getting nothing done. But this year I've gotten a lot more of what I wanted to do done, and I'm really spreading out my me time amongst all my hobbies, and I'm so happy about that. So this month I think I scrapbooked 8 pages. I've done almost my 10 coloring books. I've read 7 books so far I've finished, which is crazy in a good way. That's what I wanted to talk about. Reading. Yes, I remember now. I'm not sure if I came up with this list when I was awake or when I was sleeping. So I think I dreamt a lot of this. But reading. I used to be a super book nerd. I loved reading. I remember my mom letting me take off of school for the day to read. I think I used to read, I don't know if anyone's going to remember these or if I even remember the name of them. I think it was Bailey School Kids. I know that book series existed, but I think this is the book I'm talking about. And the titles would be like, Is the Lunch Lady Cupid? Or Lunch Ladies Aren't Cupid, or something like that. Cupid Aren't Lunch Ladies. Something ridiculous. And each book was about these kids thinking somebody working at the school was like a mythical creature. And I remember taking off a day in 4th grade, and I just stayed at home and read 3 or 4 of those books in one day. So I used to be so into reading. That's growing up. If I ever wanted a book, my parents didn't say no. If I asked for toys, if I asked for junk, they would obviously be like, no, you can't have that. But if I asked for books, they always said yes, and I was always allowed to buy books. So I was always very big into reading. And then I went to college, and I stopped. I stopped reading entirely. I think part of it was just not having the time, being in a new place, being overwhelmed. And I think part of it was I thought it wasn't cool, and I was like embarrassed to read in front of people, which again, growing up, never. I was always had a book with me, always reading. I didn't care who was around. So it was really sad that that happened. So there were years of my life that I didn't even finish one book. So I guess 2 years ago, I decided to try again harder to get back into reading. And I read maybe 15, 20 books or something like that. And then I discovered audiobooks. And for a long time, I thought audiobooks were cheating. They didn't count as reading. And I still don't know if I like to say I read them. I kind of like to say, like, I ingested them. I experienced them. But I do count them towards my Goodreads reading goal. So there is that. But last year, I made it to, I want to say 31 books out of my 36 goal. And now this year, I've already read 7, and it's still January. So my goal is 36 again, but I'm really hoping that I'm going to surpass that. So I've been trying to mix audio and physical books, not because I don't think it counts or whatever, but I keep buying physical books, so I just want to get to them. So I'm listening to the Sue Grafton Alphabet series. It was actually very unfortunate. I started that. I think I was on B, and Sue Grafton passed away. So there's never going to be a Z. She passed away after finishing Y. So that's really like, oh no. I'm hoping Y didn't end on a cliffhanger. But so far, none of them have really ended on a cliffhanger. They usually wrap up really nicely. But I just finished P. So I'm going to start Q soon. I found that I like to listen to detective stories on audiobook because they're usually very detailed, like about their surroundings, about people and descriptions. And I sometimes, when I'm reading that, would just get bored and lost in the words. So listening to it has been very good for me. And I'm listening to Agatha Christie. It's my goal to get through more of her books. I physically read And Then There Were None and Murder on the Orient Express, and I really enjoyed them, and I can't believe I never listened to or read or took in any of those before. So I have a mini goal to listen to at least one Agatha Christie a month and get through her collection. What else? Those are basically what I'm listening to. I have plans on just continuing to go through other detective series when I'm done. Or actually, I want to listen to, I don't remember her name in the books, but the Janet Evanovich One for the Money series, where each book is a different number. I'm going to listen to those next. I start off listening to them because I have some on my shelves, and then 90% of the time after I read a book, I donate it because I'm not really a rereader. And for the most part, if I desperately needed to reread something, I'm fine just buying it again or getting it from the library or listening to it instead. So I keep all my Harry Potter everythings, of course, and I keep I collect Jodi Picoult. I always call her Pickle because it's a French name, or Picoult, which is just how it's spelt. I keep all of those, and I donate basically everything else. So, because I also love going to library sales, and that's where I do a good chunk of my shopping, or for the most part. So I like donating the books back so other people can buy them too. Except I almost buy my own books sometimes. It's like, oh, that's interesting, but it was mine. That's why it's interesting. So I have to be careful not to do that. But I'm also just really into like thrillers and murder mysteries, which is so crazy because I am such a chicken. Like, I have such bad anxiety that everything scares me in real life. And I'm over here reading gruesome murder mysteries. So why that makes sense, I do not know. But it is what I do. Also, this is supposed to be darker. I feel like it's not coming out dark enough compared to these trees. But we've gone there already, so we're just going to keep going. We're at 45 minutes and we didn't do the houses. Yeah, So I read a lot of murder mysteries, a lot of thrillers, and that's what helps me get through them so quickly, because you just want to find out what happened. So I'm reading right now a not thriller. It's I don't know how to pronounce it. It was originally in Dutch and then translated over, but it is The Diary of Hendrik Groen, Groen, 83 1/4, and it is the cutest little book. I just saw it in Barnes & Noble walking past, and I was like, nope, buying that. But it is diary format, and it's supposed to be this 83-year-old man and him writing every day about his life in the assisted living senior home, and it's just so cute. He's so funny, and he's like, the inmates are talking about taxes today, and it's all about like his friend, and he has a friend that just like pranks everyone. It's just so cute, and I really enjoy reading it, but it's going very slowly because it is not a thriller. Okay, first let's decide, am I gonna do these gray also? Oh my goodness, I keep yawning and I cannot stop. Let me take a sip of water. Whew. I feel like I should just keep doing them gray. Should I do them darker gray? I don't know. Now I'm stuck. I did all the easy stuff. Because I was going to do this house, this blue. Help me, internet. Maybe that's what I'll do. But then I won't finish. I was going to say I'm going to upload this video and let you guys pick. But if I do that, it's probably not going to be for a few days. And I wanted to finish this now. So that's not a great idea. Oh, more yawns. When I stop talking, I start yawning. I could do like the turquoise color instead. What color are you? Aqua. And browns and stuff. See, I also wanted to do one pink. Why, I do not know. Should I do the roofs all the same, or should the roofs be different too? I'm stuck right now. I think what I'm going to do is stop the video, take a picture, put it in some coloring books, and see what they suggest, and then I will come back. I actually took the picture and went on a Facebook group to ask them for opinions on what to color my houses, and my friend Brittany, who has her own YouTube channel, I will try to link down below. I should link it down below. I just have to remember to do it. Suggested to do pastels for the houses and then the roofs in a darker shade of whatever color. So I'm going to do light blue, light pink, and light yellow, and then darker for the uppy bits. Yeah, so here we go. I can't decide. I might actually do the yellow first. I was going to do the blue first to balance the blue over here, but I think that just makes it to be too much blue. So I'm going to do the yellow first. And then I'll just have all the tiny details left, which is always my hardest part. This color is actually one of my favorites too, cream, especially for buildings. I don't know why, it just in my head, this is an appropriate building color, so I tend to use it a lot. Whew. Now it is 1 o'clock. Some time has passed. I'm secretly filming this on the same day as part 2, which again, you may or not be seeing it as one video. I'm not sure. But I stopped filming at around 11, and I went to have some breakfast. I made a bowl of oatmeal, and I sat down, and then my dog decided she needed to go into the yard for the day. So I had to bring my oatmeal downstairs with me. she just seems to know when I'm busy, and that's when she decides she wants her attention. So at this point, breakfast has been had. She has gone OUT, so she should be good. The mail has gotten here. I'm waiting for a package, so we might hear that, but hopefully not. Well, hopefully, I do want the package, but maybe it won't get here until after I'm done filming. So the package I'm waiting for is actually really exciting. Like I mentioned in my last video, use Amazon to make wish lists. I always have a wish list going. I check my wish list pretty regularly to see price differences. I get the emails to see price differences. So I was just browsing one night, and the scrapbook bag that I'm interested in buying, I have a scrapbook bag to travel with right now that I think is 5-6 years old. And while it's not broken yet, it's definitely getting there, and the handle doesn't work, and it's showing its age. So I just put a new one on my wish list, and my friend has the same one, so I put a different pattern. So she has this like blue one with, I don't know what the pattern is called. Yeah, I don't remember, but it's like a cool design. Like, it looks like bathroom tile almost, but it's not, obviously. So she has that one. So I put a different pattern on mine, and mine's like Dalmatian print, I think is what it's called, and it's super pretty, but it's pretty expensive, like full price, which obviously Amazon never has full price, but full price, I think it's $140 for this bag. And then Amazon usually had it for anywhere from $120 all the way down to $104. So one day I'm just looking, and the bag's on sale for $80. And I was like, oh, that's not a bad deal. So I go to click to see, and I'm debating buying it at $80. And I click it, and when I click it, it says it's $30. And I'm like, what? And I'm thinking this is obviously a mistake, but I'm going to buy this bag, because if it's not a mistake, I don't want to miss out. So I went and tried to put it in my cart for $30, and it didn't work. It was like, oh, we can't ship this item to your area. So I'm like, oh man, I knew that was going to happen, but all right, I'm not surprised. So I just scrolled down, being sad, and I saw that the pattern that my friend had claimed it was on sale for $9. And I was like, what is going on here? This bag is normally $140, and it says on sale for $9. I'm going to try to buy this one. I don't really want the same pattern as her, but whatever, let's give it a shot. So I put this one in my cart, and it worked. It let me check out. So I was like, this is crazy. They're almost definitely just going to cancel this. But again, they'll refund me, so it's not a huge loss. Then it said it shipped. So I am possibly getting a $140 bag for $9, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait. But here's the problem. It said that they thought it would get here by the 25th, and today's the 28th, and it is still not here. There was no tracking because it was like a third party from Amazon, so there was no tracking, but they said it would already be here. So I'm kind of getting worried since it's not here yet. But again, even if I unfortunately lose out on the $8-9, it's not the biggest loss, so I think it was definitely worth the try to buy it. But I'm really hoping it will come. I think in a few days I'm going to complain that it is not here and see what they will do about it. But I looked up the shop, and they had like 96% good ratings. So, and a lot of times people complain just when there's packaging issues or there's issues with the post office, which isn't really the shop's fault. And overall, I feel like people are more likely to leave negative reviews than positive reviews in my experience. So all the reviews you kind of have to take with a grain of salt anyway on Amazon. So the fact that it had such high reviews was a good sign to me. So I'm hoping it will get here soon, because that's an amazing deal, and I'm really excited. Because I probably wasn't actually going to buy that other one unless my current bag broke. So then the problem though will be my friend and I'll have the same one, and I might actually, my plan is to color it because it's the exact same and we use it to go to the same event. So I don't want it to get mixed up. Maybe instead of light blue, I will make a mistake and use light aqua. So here we go. Mistake central. Yeah. So that is my shipping story. So we all have to keep our fingers crossed for me that that bag magically shows up. Because I think that's all the mail I'm waiting on right now. I'm also... I'm waiting on something else ridiculous. So I'm sure you've shopped at stores like this where, oh, if you buy a certain amount of money now, we give you a coupon for next week to get $10 off or 25 off 50, etc., etc. So I had one of those coupons, and I usually just let them expire because I don't, like, I buy what I want the first time. I don't save stuff for the second time or whatever. But this time I wanted to use it, and I bought myself a pair of overalls. And I am so excited. I love the 90s. Again, if you've been here a little bit, I talk about the 90s. I had a 90s themed birthday party. I enjoy reliving the past. I was born in 1988, so I consider myself a 90s kid because I did a lot of growing in the 90s. But I was obsessed with overalls growing up, so I saw overalls are like kind of coming back in style, and I bought some with my coupon. So they should be here tomorrow, and I can't wait. And I might look incredibly ridiculous and return them, but I'm looking forward to trying them out. So I think I'm just going to very lightly color the roofs. I never know how to pluralize that, in with the darker version of the color. So this is the pink roof. Excuse me. I just realized I leaned away to cough, but the microphone is attached to me, so the microphone leaned with me. But yeah, this is the pink roof, so I'm just going to color it with this nice Tuscan red. And we'll go from there. So yeah, that's another package I'm waiting for. And then again, I am waiting for my wedding albums to come in from Shutterfly, but those shouldn't be here for next week, so I'm not really actively waiting for them. Ooh, speaking of mail, waiting for things, I love getting mail. I love getting packages. So I like signing up for subscriptions. I want to try them all. We have tried many over the years, and right now I'm getting 2, I think, types. Well, kind of 3, and I'm debating starting another one. So I get, what do I get? Hip Kit Club is a scrapbook subscription, and I just got my first month. I belonged to a scrapbook subscription years ago, and then that company actually went out of business, so I stopped for a long time. But Hip Kit Club sends you a bunch of scrapbook papers, and it sends you scrapbook embellishments every month. And I got my first kit, and I'm very excited. I enjoy kit clubs for scrapbooking because so much new stuff is always coming out, and I don't make enough pages and use the product quick enough to justify buying full packages of everything. So it's nice to get like a sampling of all the new stuff every month. So I get that. And I also get Earfleek. And this one I just signed up for also. And it is extremely random, but it is $3.95 a month, and they send you a pair of earrings. And I just thought that was really fun. Obviously, they're costume jewelry because you're not going to get real earrings for $4, but they claim to be allergy-free, hypoallergenic, whatever that may be for earrings. And I've gotten 2 actually, and it's exciting because earrings are another thing that I just enjoy having, but sometimes I don't. Like, I usually buy jewelry when I have an event happening, and then I'll specifically buy something for whatever outfit I have planned or something like that. So I don't always just buy jewelry willy-nilly, I guess. I don't know. So it's really fun to have them come to my house. You sign up and you can like pick styles you like, and then they'll ship you based on your profile that you made with them, similar styles. So in the quiz there was one, and I like, if this subscription doesn't go well, like if I get a pair I don't like, I might just cancel the subscription, buy this one pair and be done with it. But this pair, it looks like a faucet. So you just have the little sink faucet coming out of your ear, and I think that is so funny and so cute. So that's the one I'm hoping to get, but we will see. And then my 3rd subscription right now is BarkBox, and that is obviously for Miss Noodles, but they send, or normally they send 2 toys, 2 treats, and a chew a month. But Miss Noodles no longer really plays with toys. She doesn't, sometimes she does, but she's gotten really picky. When she was younger, she used to just demolish toys and just like instantly rip them apart. But now she's more delicate. So we have too many toys, and I still like buying toys, so like I didn't need them to be coming in the mail. So now she gets the all treats version, and she gets 5 bags of treats and 3 chewy toys a month. Not toys, chewy treats. So like bully sticks or other sticks of meat, I don't know. But she really loves that. Like, she knows when it's her mail and she gets excited. And it's nice because for the most part then we don't have to buy her other treats. Sometimes we do because we're obsessed with our dog and spoil her very much. But for the most part, she's covered. In fact, right now she has too many, and there's a whole bunch of bags we haven't even gotten to. So she'll either have to eat treats quicker, or we'll have to really not buy anything else because she needs to catch up. So, but I'm thinking I might join Book of the Month. Book of the Month is, I think you get 5 or 6 choices and you pick one a month, and I think it's only $10, and they're hardcover books, which is a pretty good deal because it's all brand new books. So I'm thinking about doing that one. It depends. I kind of went book crazy. I was talking about this in the last part too, or maybe earlier in this video. I think it might end up being one video because right now I'm only at 16 minutes and I'm kind of almost done. So I bought a lot of books recently. I went to Barnes & Noble. I love Barnes & Noble. I will always love Barnes & Noble. I know a lot of people are pushing for independent bookstores, but I just don't necessarily find the appeal in them. I like new books, so I'm a snob that way, I guess. I don't know. I also like books, like library book sales, but just independent shops, I don't know. I just don't always feel comfortable in them. It's very strange. But anyway, I love Barnes & Nobles. I always try to support Barnes & Nobles. We were in there the other day, and they had a table that was 2 for $10 hardcover books. So I saw 2 authors that I was interested in. I got a Karen Slaughter book, which I've read a lot of Karen Slaughter, and I really enjoy her. And I got, I think, a Lisa Jewell book, which I have not read any of hers, but I've been hearing a lot of good stuff, so I wanted to give it a try. And I came home,
and I looked up the books. I was excited, and secretly they were number 7 and number 8 in a series. So I was like, oh man, that stinks. Obviously, I haven't read any by Lisa Jewell, so I did not read the first 6 in her series. And Karen Slaughter, I have read her standalones, and I actually read the first 4 in a different series she writes. So it's like, ugh. So then I was debating, do I just keep them and read them out of order? Do I keep them and keep on the lookout for the other books? Obviously, I can get the other books at the library and get them on I can just listen to them, whatever it may be. I didn't know what I was going to do, so we went back and I was going to return them. And we go back in the store, and instead I bought 4 more books. So right now I have about 15 pretty new books that I haven't read between Christmas and my outbursts of shopping. So I don't know. I didn't color that. I don't know if I'm going to join Book of the Month right this second, but I am thinking about it for soon because it just seems really like a good value. And I like a good value. So, and again, I just like getting things in the mail. So that will be one more package coming to me each month. So, in the past, I've done nail polish subscriptions. I did Julep nail polish, which was fun, but was kind of expensive for what you got. I don't know. I just didn't love it anymore. I did the scrapbooking one that's now gone. Sam and I did Japan Crate for a while. I think that's the name of it. And they send you snacks from Japan every month. We did a 3-month subscription to that. That was cool. I bought Loot Crate for him, which is considered like a nerd box, like that's what it's called. And they send you stuff from different fandoms and shirts from different fandoms. That might be it. But I just love subscriptions because I love like mystery things and I love mail. I just love getting mail. So yeah, do you do any subscriptions? Is there any subscriptions you recommend or want to try that you haven't? Because I like them. I think if you have an interest that you want to try new things from, I highly recommend subscription boxes. So I think that's all my mail related stories right now. Ooh, I know what else I'm waiting for. I am waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3. It's a video game that is coming out tomorrow and I'm really excited, and I just ordered the digital code. But I am not really a video game person. I play a lot of like phone games, but that's not the same. And I like Mario games, but that's also not the same. But I played Kingdom Hearts in college with my friends. Like my friend would just basically tell me what to do step by step. So I enjoy that. And now it's been years and years since the new one came out. But it's coming out tomorrow. I think I am going to do the rest of this in gray. I almost like it in the white, but that's too much white. So I think gray is what it's going to be. Yeah, so Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out tomorrow after actual years and years and years of waiting. Since as early as 2014, there were rumors that this game was coming out, and they just kept pushing it back and pushing it back. So I'm very excited because if you have never heard of Kingdom Hearts, it is a PlayStation game that is like, I think, Final Fantasy plus Disney. I've never played Final Fantasy, so I don't really know those characters when they're in it, but I very much know Disney, so that's why I enjoy it. And I think I've heard rumors that in this new one, a whole bunch of characters that I really like are going to be in there, like Rapunzel from Tangled and Baymax from Big Hero 6, and there's a Monsters, Inc. section, and Toy Story, and I'm just very excited. I also like it because really, like, Samuel is a big video gamer, but this is the one I play, so he watches me, and that's fun for me. So it's something different. Can you see? Yes. So that is definitely the last piece of mail I am waiting for. So yeah, I think for the rest of the day after I finish this, I am going to film my monthly wrap up and do some laundry, put away the dishes, throw something on the floor. Ooh, my glasses. I threw my glasses on the floor. I only need my glasses for distance, so I'm sorry, glasses. I very rarely wear them in the house, but they were on my desk. And then I pushed them over. Yeah, do some dishes, do some laundry, and probably do some reading. Because why not? So I'm looking forward to all of that. Samuel is off early today. He either works from 8:30, nope, is it 8:30? 8:30 to 5 or 10 to 6:30. And we like it when he works till 5 because then we feel like we have a lot of the day left. So he's working until 5 today. So when he gets home, we might try to WALK the doggo or just make dinner together, etc. All right, here we go. So now is the part where I only have tiny details left and I just don't want to do it anymore. So that's fun. I'm going to do this brick in gray too. Maybe it's going to ruin everything. I don't know. I probably should have done it in brown. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to do my pots in this maroon also. I think I love Romantic Country because they're just so peaceful. Like, this is just making me so happy. I'm going to do all of my windows just in yellow. My windows and my lanterns. Nice bright yellow. Even though it's daytime, their lights wouldn't really be on, but that's okay. In my house, the lights are always on, so voila. I also always like to rush at the end. I'm like, oh, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I gotta go quick. Which is pretty silly, but you know. Yeah, why would there be lanterns on? I should have made this nighttime. I feel like they were trying to give me hints to make it nighttime and I didn't pick up on it. So now I feel silly, but that's okay. And what else? I don't know. Just color the rest of the grass a little bit. Oh, the flowers. Okay. I'm gonna do flowers in a nice pink. I coughed again. That time I attempted to cover the microphone when I coughed. Don't know if that worked. Hopefully it did. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. And yeah, this was under half an hour, so I think I'm just going to tack it on to the end. And what can I do to these guys? Maybe another nice blue. See, do details like this ruin the whole picture when you bring in extra colors, or is it just cute and different? Don't know. I do not know. Oh, more barking. Maybe it's packages. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Oh, no, she wasn't even at the window. She was just in her room. Turquoise. I keep calling it turquoise when it's aqua. Okay. Voila, that is it. We have done it in 2.5 parts. That was my random number generator. Oh my goodness, my random number generator challenge. I hope you enjoyed. I think it came out pretty good. I like it. So, hope you like it too. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not to see more from me, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.